football because when you see the teal field, you know the Chanticleers aren't far behind. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. The Pirates will put toe to leather and we'll get started. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. So Coastal Carolina's offense will get the first possession of the game. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well together.
And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Here we go. Brown will throw it. And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Just got to finish the play for the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Finds the tight end. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they are on the move. And the Chanticleers are rolling down the field. Looking downfield on 1st down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. So now it's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Grabbed in the middle, it's Washington.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
They'll send the back in motion. Wants to keep it in the air. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. The Chanticleers send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. So East Carolina's offense will go to work for the first time today. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're
turning it on. Got to 1st down and more. Ball bounced right to him, and he's on the move. They bring him down, but not only does he recover the fumble, he gets the 1st down. And the Pirates want to pick up the tempo. To the air, it's Hauser. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. 2nd and 2, and 4 receivers spread all over the field. 2nd down. Looking for room, it's Montgomery. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Pirates are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Quarterback on the keeper. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. Tempo and overdrive.
I just love it when my quarterback knows situational football. They run the option. He understands. It's 4th and short. Like, I got to stick my nose in there, get north-south, and try to get that 1st down. I love when I have a quarterback that can do that.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Got it up for the 1st down. Makes the stop at the 35-yard line. They rip off 15 yards on that one, and they are rolling. And the Pirates kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Pulled down at the 29 after getting 5. 6-yard pickup on first down, leaves him with 2nd and 4.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage. And
Touchdown, Purple Pirates! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Quickly out to the tight end. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. And the Chanticleers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Trying play action. Gets it out fast. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Motion from the wide receiver. From the gun, the running back has it. Finds some fresh air. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. The Chanticleers will snap it on 1st and 10. Brown wants to pass. The sweet feet buy a little time. Snagged on the outside. It's Washington. He's out of bounds after a big pickup, but there's a flag on the field, and this might be coming back. Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. And the Chanticleers look to do some damage in the red zone. Going for 6. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Coastal Carolina.
And that's what I love about empty sets and formations on offense, is that when you spread the defense out, you create bigger lanes to throw into. You saw it right there.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. From the gun, running back gets to give. Pass to Stinson, still on his feet. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas right.
He's going to throw deep right side. Hits him inside the 20, still going. The Pirates racing to the line in the hurry-up. From the red zone, looking for a space. He's got it. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, East Carolina.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Brown will throw it. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, they'll go to the air. Catch in the middle. It's Tucker.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. Last completion got them a first down. Let's see what they do now. Wants to throw it. Bring in the heat. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. Behind the chains now on second and long. Wants to go up top. Tight end finds a soft spot. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Coming to the line of scrimmage on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Extending the play. Pulls it in, it's Tucker. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. The Chanticleers are marching down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Gets it out quickly. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
He's got it and still on his feet. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Coastal. Field shrinks. Tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Missouri is getting hammered right now. They are the nail, and that figurative mallet is just pounding them into the ground. What a bad look. They're trailing by 17 to Louisiana. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed to rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big third down stop by this defense. And the Pirates will punt this one away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. Caught near the sticks. It's Simpkins. Open field on the right. Touchdown, shot to clear. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him, and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that.
East Carolina, 14.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Punts it out of the air. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one. The Pirates want to crank the tempo. Looking for room. It's Montgomery. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. They'll run play action. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. And the Pirates line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. And the Chanticleers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. The Chanticleers lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. Brown wants to pass. Using the quick game. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. And the Chanticleers will snap it on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. That's caught. It's Tucker. Gets him down at the 30 after a 15-yard pickup. They are threatening, and they have a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Pocket breaking down. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up, see if they can maybe confuse this QB?
The Chanticleers come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Looking to throw for it. Grab near the marker. It's English. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Tough, determined run, gets it down to the 12. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on 3rd down. And the Chanticleers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking to throw on 3rd. Makes the grab on the left. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Gets the back moving. Brown will throw it. Backs looking for the goal line. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, tough to beat the pageantry and tradition there in Conway.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. The Pirates moving quickly to the line.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Caught over the middle. It's Riles. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Always nice to have that security blanket of the tight end.
And it's nice to have a tight end that can line up in different areas of the field, too. It's not always going to be in a three-point stance. He can sometimes be in the backfield. You could flex him out into the slot. They might even try to put this guy out at wide receiver in the split end position and see what he can do there, because this guy is a weapon.
Caught in the backfield, it's Riles. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. And the Pirates come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Looking to throw, it's Hauser. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. They bring the punter onto the field now. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. They'll start this drive with a pass. On the move at the 30. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. They opened up this drive, getting all the way out to the 35, and now it's first down again. Here comes the heat. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hit. The shot that clears can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Finds his big tight end. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. And the shot that clears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Makes the catch. It's Washington.
And that's just a timing route. And if I'm a quarterback and they're going to sit back in zone, when I run those crossers, man, I just wait for that zone window to open up, anticipate it a little bit, chunk that thing, and let my receiver do the rest of the work.
Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. He'll pull it on the read. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. To the air, it's Hauser. Snags it over the middle. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark. The Pirates come to the line in the hurry-up. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, ECU! The extra point here would tie the game.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. The home team is just getting blown off the field right now, and at this rate, I'm not sure it won't get worse. The away team has shown little to no mercy today, and they look like they're moving in for the finishing blow. They're trailing by 20 to SMU. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. You know, we joke that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they sell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, and they get good matchups. And man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
Wants to go up top on first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Got a good one going here, all tied up in the third. It's 2nd and 10. He's going to take off. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. The shot that clears come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Brown wants to pass. Here's a hit. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. They get to him as he throws.
Yeah, and this defense hadn't had a lot of success. This offense has been doing what it wants at will. Finally getting to the QB, finally getting some pressure, finally getting a big hit on him. That'll pay some dividends down the road.
Makes the grab. It's English.
Routes like that are great times to be quarterbacks. I got great, fast, speedy guys on the outside. Quick drag route, get the ball in his hands, let him do the rest.
They'll run for it on 3rd and short. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. And the shot to clear is pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Throws for the tight end. Touchdown, Coastal Carolina. And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. He has been surgical, precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wide receiver comes in motion. Handoff from the gun. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Off play action. Grab behind the line. It's Montgomery. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Looking to throw, it's Hauser. Unloads it left. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, you know, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Can't make the grab, in this offense, which has been brilliant this season on 3rd down, doesn't convert this time. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play, just outside the 20. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. They go to the ground. Got the first down and more. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Caught behind the line. It's Riles.
Oh, that just really nice catch by the big tight end. Throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Now facing a third and long. To the air. It's Hauser. Had to throw it before he wanted.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to pass. That's reeled in. It's English. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Washington. Crosses the 30. He's got away. Touchdown, Coastal. And they take it in for 6 more points. They push the lead out here in the fourth quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
Wide receiver going in motion. A quick pass to the left. Breaks into the open. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Back to pass. It's Hauser. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
All right, that's one the offensive line has got to be able to communicate and pick up. When that inside linebacker comes running through the A gap or the B gap, those O-linemen, they've got to work together.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. And the Pirates in the hurry-up.
Hey, down in the fourth quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
All the way down to the 25-yard line, they move the sticks. It's first down.
And that is the exact opposite what this defense wants. When you have the lead, you can't give up an explosive play or back-to-back explosive plays. Play the coverage where you've got multiple eyes on the quarterback, dropping back, not giving up the big play.
From the red zone, looking for a receiver. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Pressure coming. Down he goes, and that is the last thing this offense needs right now. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. Finds his man. It's Smith. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down. Throws toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Pirates. Well, if the momentum hadn't shifted before, it certainly has now.
It has, and now you got some game pressure, right? That's beautiful. Now the defense comes out, get you a stop, get aggressive, but the offense a little bit of pressure now because they know if the ball goes back to the other side, they can lose this ball game.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Brown will throw it. He's going to let it go. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. They'll move the wide receiver. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The shot that clears will try to pin them back with the punt. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He's got great speed. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. The play action fake. Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Smith. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
Well, this defense has tried to find ways to disguise their coverage and mix it up to try to confuse the QB. It's not working, though. With that last completion, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Throws to the tight end. Working that left side. And he's knocked down immediately, but they're in the red zone at the 14. In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. He'll keep it himself. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He leaves it with his back. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. We've got a timeout on the field, a tight game in the 4th, and the Brain Trust will go to work. Trying to punch it in. Looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Purple Pirates.
Number 7.
Man, great execution. That is how it's done late in the football game. Now, all you need is that extra point. Bring the kicker out there. This is what you do. Just like practice, knock it through the uprights, tie this football game, and we might be looking at overtime soon.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Brown wants to pass. Just a short pass to the tight end. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one. Cranking up a drive like that can really get you going. It's 1st down from the 44. Oh, they're after him. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4. Timeout on the field, and everybody want to make sure they're organized as we come down the gut of the game. And the shot to clears can really attack on this 2nd and short. Finds his tight end. Bounced out of bounds at the 43-yard line. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the first down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. Don't run right with...
And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. The shot that clears with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Pulls it in. It's Tucker. On the move at the 30. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They got it down to the 21. And this is sort of like a pinball machine. The numbers keep ticking up. He's closing in on 450 yards.
Yeah, Reese, and there's no defense for perfect throws, and that's what this guy's been delivering all game long. You know, the coverage hasn't always been awful, but this guy just finds a way to thread the needle.
Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. And they'll send out the field goal unit. And this to take the lead, and it's getting late. Not a chance. Missed it. After that failed field goal attempt, fellas, still tie ball game. Hand off from the shotgun. Got enough for the first. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. 4 quarters, not enough to settle this one. We're headed to overtime.
And these teams have played so well, back and forth, evenly contested game. How about a little free football, Jesse?
Yeah, I love this, David. Free football and finding out which of these two teams is the most mature, who can settle down now with the game on the line and make the big play.
First play of the first possession of OT. Brown will throw it. Rushes on him. They'll wrap him up, and he didn't find the same kind of running room this time as he did on the previous play. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to go up top. Throwing right. If he houses this, it's ball game. He'll try to take it back. He's at the 40. And the takeaway will put the finishing touches on this one.
Oh, that's a throw the quarterback would love to have back. In this juncture of the game, it's overtime. You're down in the red zone. You know the windows are going to be small. Just got too aggressive with his decision-making. Throws the costly interception. Now the opponent's about to take over, and if they score, they win.
Got it behind the line. It's Smith. And good coverage by the defense, just a short game. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. On the ground, it's Montgomery. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. First down, and they'll win it with any kind of score here in overtime. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Second down, he'll throw it. Zings it complete to the right. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Now third down, and they just don't want to move backwards to give their kicker a chance to win it in OT. Snags it. Running toward the goal line. It's a fumble. And the defense jumps on him. They get that turnover.
Defensive coordinators always preach swatting and batting at the football and trying to punch it out, trying to dislodge the ball from the ball carrier, and boy, they did it right there.
One extra period didn't get it done, and we start the second OT. Back to pass, it's Hauser. Fakes to grab. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got him spread out on 2nd and 7, 2 wide out to either side. Now the play fake. With the catch, it's Montgomery. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
And some room to work. He'll be stopped just a little short of that 15-yard line, and now they're looking at 4th and short. They'll try to put 3 on the board and take the lead in overtime. And he curls that thing just inside the left upright. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. Down by 3, it's their turn here in overtime. A touchdown will win it. Here's 1st down. He'll start this drive firing. Here's the pressure. And his first throw here is incomplete.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
To the air on 2nd down. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
And a nice job understanding. They're trying to run a screen. They're trying to throw that over your head. They let you run up the field. You're not going to be able to get the sack, get your hands in the air, try to affect the quarterback, and a nice job getting my hands in the air and deflecting the football.
Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row. This kicker is going to need nerves of steel on this one. Defense will call a timeout. They got a peek at the formation, want to make sure they're in the right call on this big down here in overtime. He's got it, a gutsy kick from downtown, and we will play another overtime. Offense will use a timeout here to make sure everyone is on the same page here in overtime. So here we go, dueling 2-point conversions from this point forward. Looking to throw, it's Morris. They got it done with the 2, and now they hold the edge deep in overtime.
It's all about mental toughness. That's impressive there to get the 2-point play, and now you're putting it on your defense. Can they rise up to the occasion, David, make a play and end this thing?
Man, and that's what you're doing. You're trying to get energy from them. You're walking over there to them. Guys, we just need one stop. One stop and we walk out of here a winner. I know you're exhausted. Just give me one more play.
This will be the ball game. Make it and play on, miss it and lose. The 2-point try is stopped, and a game-winning play by this defense in overtime. My pulse rate is still through the roof on this game. I would have called that one for free.